I'm having tea. I'm enjoying the fresh air. I'm enjoying the sunshine and the birds singing. I'm doing a lot of extra meditation. I'm doing a lot of yoga. I'm hanging out by the water. And I'm doing a lot of stillness right now. And so, hi Stacy, I can always count on you. It's time for a little stillness. So I thought that we'd just kind of sit here and, I don't know if you've got your tea. I'm trying to encourage everyone to drink lots of warm fluids. So I got my tea and I'm going to sit here and we're going to have tea time. Whoever else is with me, say hi. I've got my big old glasses on so I can see your comments. Hi Lynn, so nice to see you. I should have known. I know your puppies. I know that little doggy's face that popped up in front of me. So we've got Lynn and Stacy and somebody else is lingering there someplace, I think. Let me know when you get here. I'm just going to be in stillness for a few minutes. I'm well grounded from the water that's rushing down near my house. So I am very relaxed and refreshed. It's a crazy world that we're in right now, and I can't control any of it. So I'm doing my best. I hope that you are too. Take a couple of big breaths and just relax. Let's relax together for a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes today. I'm going to just sit here and hang out. And I think that I'm going to make this a new norm for myself. I'm not very good at planning a definite time. I like to be a free spirit and come and go as I please. There is not much coming and going right now anyway. So at least for now, tea time at 2 o'clock seems like a nice time to gather and just be in stillness together. So if you're here and you haven't said hi yet, jump in there. I'm going to watch your comments. That's why these glasses are on my face. And I want to know what's going on in your part of the world and what are you doing to take care of yourself and to maintain a positive energetic flow in all of this craziness that's going on around us right now. What's working for you and what's not working? If you need a little bit of encouragement, if you need a little bit of extra loving energy sent out, that's why I'm here. So I'm just hoping that by gathering this way, this is the only way we can gather right now. And so let's just use it to our benefit. Let's gather together and feel as if we have a connection to other people on the planet in a safe way. We energetically hug each other. We energetically embrace. And in this little room of mine, which one day will be a gathering place, I fully believe that there will be a time when I'll be able to invite people back into this little room. And it's a special place. The energy is so beautiful here. And so I hope that those of you that pop on here one day, maybe you can come spend time here in these mountains with me. I look forward to having visitors. For now, we're having our visitors in an energetic way through this social media. And I'm so thankful for this social media. There's been a lot of bad things come from it. This is some of the good. We have a way that we can reach out to each other. So today I feel a little more connected just by getting on here and sharing my tea time with you. I hope you've got yourselves, you got coffee. Stacy, good idea. I've tried to cut back on the coffee. It hurts my belly so much, but I love it. Water, yeah. Being grounded in nature, being able, I look out here, it's very strange because I live right at the edge of the Smoky Mountain National Park and people have been gathering here. It's like the last big stand. This little park is the one place that they hadn't posted anything. And so these families that like to come here for vacation, there's not nearly as many as there usually is, but there's still a few. And we just love, people love to get up into these mountains, and they're doing their best to keep us out. They have blocked all the roads. Here, where I live at the edge of this side of it, there's a lot of cabins. This is back where I put Steve's ashes, so it's a favorite place for me too. And I know that I can sneak from my house right up there, and they would never know that I even went in because because I don't need to drive, or my car is parked right here. But as I went to take a walk down towards town, I see flashing lights. They are right there at the corner. They taped all of this park off last night, kicked everybody out. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you. Ozarks. Beautiful, Lynn. Beautiful. Hi, Tracy. So nice to see you. Thank you. I love it when you guys join me. So here we are in this place that people love to gather, and they love to spend time in nature. And that's where I started. This nature is so important to us right now. We need to feel this connection to the earth, and they blocked us from it. So I think this is the hardest thing for me, is not having that, is not having that ability to come and go freely through these mountains. Even though I can sneak back in, it's still, it's very strange. Hi, Tammy. Nice to see you. I hope you guys have your tea, your coffee, a warm glass of water, some lemon water. What else are they telling us? Whatever it is, make sure that you're drinking a lot of warm water, a lot of warm fluids. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to do it every day this week. I'm putting it on my calendar every day this week to set a reminder to pop in here at 2 o'clock. This is Saturday. I'm having a very difficult time remembering what day of the week it is, because it seems as if everything is just kind of melting in. In a way, it's really interesting to watch how we respond to this kind of thing. None of us has ever had this kind of experience before, I don't think. It's all brand new. I think none of us has ever lived through anything like this. So it's very interesting to me. I'm a people watcher. So I'm watching the way that people are responding. I just took a walk, and a big, beautiful family was taking a walk, and it was nice to see them. And in the part of me that wants to reach out and meet new people and say hello, that part of me is having to temper back and say, oops, I don't want to scare them off. I don't want to make them, feel uncomfortable in any way. So you love my backdrop. I love my backdrop too, because it's my favorite room. Hi, Angel. Nice to see you. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you again today. So this is my peaceful place. It's very calm in this room. The whole house is very calm. This house is made of natural river rock and wood. And so I think for the first time in my life, I've stepped into a house where my body I don't feel like I've got to be outside. I feel like I'm outside when I'm inside. And I hope that you guys can pick up on that when I sit here. I was on just a few minutes ago, a little while ago before my walk. I just popped in to let you guys see the water that's rushing, and that is right down there. I just go to the end and turn a little bit, and it's right there, and I can still hear it. If you're really quiet, shh. You can hear the birds, and there's the rushing water. It's very close to me. So it helps me to ground, even though the mountains are closed off to all of us right now. It is so fantastic to meet you too, Angel. Delicious is exactly Tammy. Sylvia, nice to see you. Love it when I see new faces. So like I told people already, Tea at 2 is going to be my new thing for a little while until they set us free, at least, so that we can gather someplace and remind one another that we are all connected, that we are still here on the planet, that we can connect with one another energetically. We can give each other hugs. I'm sending those energetic hugs to you right now. I don't know if you can feel it, but I can feel it coming from you. There's a lot of love in this room. It's like we're all gathered here together right now. So as you're sitting here with me, I'd like you to breathe that. Even though we don't spend a lot of time in meditation or whatever we're doing here, it's just a time to gather. And it's a time to feel that loving energy from one to the other, to the other, to the other. So I hope that you can sense that. That's my goal. This is to help you to feel just a little more connected today, a little more rooted to the earth. Remember that there's earth loves you, God loves you, so source energy, your angels, whoever you want to call on. Don't forget to call on them when you feel scared. You have a beautiful team, whatever name you want to call it. Your team is right there surrounding you right now. We are very, very supported right now. So remember that. I hear sirens. They scare me. It's a very strange time here. It's very eerie. I don't know if you all are feeling that too where you are. I don't want you to pick that fear up for me. Sirens always scare me, so I'm working to calm my nerves again. And for me, it means calling in my own team and say, my little ego just needs a little pat on the back to say, hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The world is okay. Everybody's okay. Let's be at peace together. Big breath. Much better. Breathe with me, guys. I know it's a tough time. I'm waiting. If you want to post anything, what's going on in your area, if you have any special requests, if you have any worries, concerns, if you have any joys to share, I love the happy stuff too. So feel free to join in anything that you want to say. I'm distracted. Right outside my window, I have these huge bees. They've been hanging out. I took pictures of them the other day. I don't know if you saw them on my page. We've got flowers everywhere. Spring is just popping in these mountains, and we have so many flowering trees, and even I was just playing around in the front yard, and they're loving my wildflowers. My dandelions are getting all kinds of attention right now. I'm not cutting them down. I've got the shears to get rid of the weeds today. I was going to go work out in the yard. I went out there with those little shears, and then I was watching these big bees pay attention to all those wildflowers. And I was like, you know what? This is the way nature intends it. So I'm leaving it alone for a while. My Judy says that sirens mean somebody is getting the help that they need. That's a great way. That sounds like Mr. Rogers, Tammy. That's a great thing to say. Mr. Rogers, it was always look for your helpers. Is that what he used to say? That was my favorite show. I remember being like 3 or 4 years old, rolling around in my living room floor watching Mr. Rogers. So you're right. Somebody's getting the help that they need right now. And I'm glad it's not me. I'm glad that I don't need it, and nobody that I know of in this space needs that, but somebody's getting it, and I'm thankful. I am truly, let's talk about that, I am truly thankful for those park rangers that are sitting down there that have suddenly decided to rope off this park. Yesterday, I was really concerned about it. We even had a bus, a school bus full of kids, and they were all playing in the tennis courts, and we had bunches of teenagers with adults leading them, and they were very close together, and they were all going out into this park. And I love that kids want to spend time in nature. I love that. I loved watching them playing frisbee and basketball and all those things down here as the world seems like it's falling apart. It was comforting to me to watch that yesterday. It felt kind of normal to me. And then last night they came along and they put up this yellow tape, and it's all, there's signs all the way around it. You can't get on the playgrounds, you can't play basketball, you can't have picnics. It's all closed down. And it was a little eerie out here for me last night. It was very strange. So I'm reaching out if you guys are going through these same kinds of emotions where I know that it's going to be okay. My higher self tells me every day, it's okay, it's okay, you're okay, it's beautiful. I wake up every day and I think, man, I've landed in heaven. I love it here. And I'm so grounded and I'm so peaceful. And as the sun goes down, I realize how alone it is out here with so few people in this area. So I am thankful. Back to what you said, Tammy, I'm thankful that I do still hear sirens, that there are still people out there working to keep us safe and to take care of us. And if we have an emergency, they're still coming. And I'm thankful to those people because I know that they are putting themselves right on the front line of all of this. Wendy, so nice to see you. So that's what we're talking about today. You guys, whatever, I'm watching your comments. Let's see, Angel, it's a lovely rainy day in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is beautiful. Just staying in the moment. Sirens alert the angels to our prayer. Exactly. Exactly, just like the bells, right? It's sometimes those angels are in that ambulance and they're coming to help us. I've had to call those ambulances myself before, and I was thankful to see them show up. So yeah, I'm afraid to hear any more about Wendy. I see that you just watched the president. I'm not sure what he's talking about right now. I do catch up on the news in the morning, and sometimes during the day right now I'm checking in. I'm trying not to let it be my main focus because I know that beyond all of this news, beyond what the president has to say, that there is a greater power that's in control here, and that there is good coming from this. I see it. I was given, I guess, a prophetic vision a few years ago that this was coming. And so it's not like a huge surprise to me that this is happening. And I believe that there are things happening in this that are going to change us forever. So I try to focus on that side of it too. Let's see. Red buds here beginning, Lynn, you got red buds here beginning to put out buds. Persimmon tree is a mass of pink blooms. Is that Vinca? Loaded in blue, hummingbirds and bees. Oh, I love hummingbirds. And I love the bees, and we have yellow butterflies too. Birds are visiting. That love where I was planted. That's beautiful that you love where you planted. I think I can say that for the first time. I said that when I first got here to this house. I said, finally, my roots are in ground. They're in the earth, and they haven't been in the earth for about 3.5 years since Steve died. So this is the first time that I feel like my roots are planted, and I'm thankful. And Lynn, I'm so thankful that you feel good about where your roots are planted. There is nothing, there is no greater peace than feeling like you are firmly planted someplace. And so I'm thankful, truly thankful. Angel, for the first time in my life. Let's see what that was about. I think I missed your first part. Yeah, Angel, I'm kind of with you on that one, but I'm trying to just be on the positive side. I don't choose sides politically. I won't even go into the negatives that I can get into that part of me sometimes, and I don't want to do that here. I just want us to be thankful that there are people out there that are watching over us. We are having some relief financially through the government, so we can be thankful. Whoever's doing it, we can be thankful that people are getting the help that they need. Wendy, I have the robins, 3 nests in my gazebo. I love baby birds. I love seeing those babies. You know, I was just thinking about that this morning, Wendy. I was doing my yoga and I had my windows open and the birds were singing, and there was a different bird song out there that was so beautiful and it was so loud. It was like it was singing right to me. And I said that to God. You know, I was like, I'm so thankful that the animals are not being affected by this virus. We don't have to worry about these birds. They're fine. And they're singing us love songs every day, and they're encouraging us to keep on going. Tammy, hold on, let me make sure. No noisy party people. That's true. We don't have any noisy party people here either right now. And this little town gets pretty rowdy with, it attracts a lot of tourists. It's quite a tourist trap. So right now, there's hardly anybody. So it is a very quiet, peaceful time. That's a beautiful thing. Sylvia Scott. Spain has been on lockdown longer, maybe extended again till April 26th. Wow. But we'll pull through together by being grateful and heart-centered. Exactly. We're going to get through this. We're going to come out the other side, and we're going to remember this, and we're going to learn from it, and someday we'll be thankful that it happened. I know there's a lot of people hurting because of it, so right now it's difficult. But someday we're gonna look back and realize the benefit that we've had from this. Tammy, displaced has been a sensation I have processed a lot. What can you share about that, and have you changed your mind? Let's see. Have I changed my mind about displaced? I'm trying to understand that. I think, let me see if I can understand where you're coming from. I'm trying to tune into you, Tammy. Do you feel it? I can tell you that since the day I was born, I felt displaced. I felt as if I was planted on the wrong planet, and it has been very difficult for me to find a place. For me, my place was really Steve for a long time, for the length of time that I had him. For the first time in my life when I met him, I was at home wherever he was. And then when he died, I was displaced. That word displaced is perfect for me. I didn't know where I belonged. And I've been looking for that place everywhere. I'm telling you, I've gone all over the world, and I just couldn't find that place. And I've tried so hard to force myself into places that I wanted to be, but my roots just wouldn't grow. I don't know if you've ever felt that way. It's like you just keep trying to place yourself someplace, and you keep trying to dig those roots in, and it's like one of these plants that just fails to blossom. I just couldn't do it until I got back here. So that's my displaced. And so I can tell you right now, Tammy, that I have changed my mind in a way. I never thought I could feel at home on the planet. I just thought, well, I'm going to be here until I die, and then I'm going to go back home again, and I'm going to be with Steve, and I'll feel at home again when I get there. But I feel at home here now. Something's changed. I can't even explain it. I don't think it's all just coming back to Gatlinburg. I know that there's a piece here for me. There's roots here for me that I've never understood. There's something greater going on. And it's something that I've been working on for a long time. And I think a lot of us have been getting these upgrades, and we have been working towards something. And it seems as if right now, with everything that's going on in the world and how scary it is and how difficult it is to understand it, my psyche still struggles with that. That deeper part of me, there's a knowing inside of me that feels as if we are finally being, as a human race, or as light workers, or there's like this sense of home here that I've never known before. And I don't know if you guys are feeling it, and I'd love to hear your take on that. Do you feel as if something is changing? As if you can finally put down roots, and you never really understood why you couldn't before, but now, in this day and age, we're being given the tools to plan ourselves. I think that's a really interesting, Tammy, I'm so glad that you brought that up, and I'm not sure if that's what you wanted me to talk about, but that's what's coming to me right now. It's as if we are being planted here, as if this is finally, I'm not an alien anymore. I'm finally at home on this planet. I walk around, I've always loved this planet. I've always felt like this is my favorite vacation place. like I've been to other planets or something, and yet this is the place that I feel the most love. I love this planet. I love everything. I love, do you hear it? Do you hear my birds? I can look out and I see those mountains, and I'm like, oh, I'm so in love with this planet. And this planet knows it. I take off my shoes and I put my feet on the earth, or I hug a tree, and I feel that energy from the tree to the tree. We are connecting. And so I think maybe that's it for me, is that I'm finally learning that this planet wants me here as much as I want to be here. This planet loves me as much as I love it. And by taking off my shoes or by hugging that tree, I'm sharing my energy with this planet. And through that energy, there's healing for the planet. Do we realize how powerful we are? Do we realize that by truly loving this planet, that we are sharing energy with one another and with the planet, and we are bringing healing? And so I think sometimes things like natural disasters and viruses are here to wake us up to that. You slow down. Slow down. Just stop for a little bit. Stop playing with your electronics. Stop going shopping. Stop watching that TV set. Stop finding ways to drown out that voice, that still small voice that's inside of you that tells you that you are powerful, that you are needed, that you are so loved. Isn't it funny that the one thing that each one of us truly, truly wants on this planet is to find love? Truly, we just want to feel loved. And it is always available in abundance, and yet we're still looking for it. Everybody on the planet is what we're still looking for. We're looking for it in that new car. We're looking for it in that relationship that's making us sad or hurting us. We're looking for it in the TV shows. We're looking for it with a higher education. We're looking for it in drugs and liquor and all these things. And all we truly need to do is pay attention. And so in this time, we're being pushed to be still. Can you turn everything off for a little while? Can you go outside and stand in your yard and take off your shoes and let your feet be on that earth for a little while? Can you sit on a rock? Can you hug a tree? And can you truly, when you're doing it, can you truly, I find the most beautiful thing to do right now, and I'm super energy sensitive, so it works really well for me, is I go into the woods and I literally hug a tree and I put my heart to that tree. And I really feel there is energy in those trees. If you aren't energy sensitive and you can't feel that, I'm telling you right now that when you hug the tree, you're being recharged. It's like you just plugged in your charger to the wall and you're getting energy, and you so need it. And that's healing energy. I promise you. Start spending more time drinking dandelion tea or eating green things from the earth that are as close to just fresh as you can get it. Start getting rid of all those foods that are overprocessed, that are full of sugar, and start giving your body these things that nature has provided for you. Those dark green leafy lettuce and greens and carrots and broccoli and those things, the fruit. I've been eating tons of fruit today. Listen to your body. And then go stand in the dirt. Put your feet in the running water as it comes down the mountain. Hold rocks in your hand. We have these things. We know. We're so drawn to these things. Why are we so drawn to them? Because this is how we heal. This is how we ground. This. Okay? You can't ignore what the doctors are telling you, but at the same time, would you please remember your metaphysical side? That's so important, you know? There was a time when I studied psychology because I thought that was so important, and I worked for years in medicine in a pharmacy, and I thought that it was so important. And now my degree is in metaphysical practices because I realized the importance of all of us. We need the metaphysical along with the physical. We need it back. We had this in ancient times. It was natural for us to look to the metaphysical, and we got scared, or people in power decided to try to get rid of it. They decided to knock it away from us and take it from us. And so now we're in this age of, you know what? We don't have all the answers physically. We just don't. We don't know how we're going to get rid of this virus. But I can tell you that when I'm having healing sessions with people, the energy that flows through my body and to other people is so powerful and so incredible, and it's not me. It is not me. I'm simply being a vessel. And I'm telling you that we're all capable of this, okay? So start paying attention to that side too. Maybe that's the message. That's why I kept getting pushed here today, is go ahead and spend more time really pondering on that. If you don't have a metaphysical practice yet, if you don't have a metaphysical practitioner yet, start looking for one. Because this is the time, people. This is the time that we're coming out of the broom closet, whatever you want to call it. Our little magical selves are coming out. And I've been a healer for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. I am not learning anything. I am remembering what I'm made of. And I'm reminding you what you're made of. We are natural healers, and we can share energy through these beautiful cords that we have to one another. We can share this energy to each other, and we can share that energy across the planet. And people that are in Spain that are suffering, I can send you energy right now. We can gather together, which we are. We gather together. We visualize ourselves joining together, hand in hand in hand, and I can see us, and I hope you're seeing us right now too. I can see this group of people that all have their hands together all the way around the planet, and as we're joining hands together, there's like this beautiful light coming right, it's a shaft of light coming right off the top of us, and it is shooting out all over the planet, wherever it's needed. So I hope that you'll join me in that visualization. Just feel as if you're joining hands with one another right now. And then open your heart to one another. And breathe in deeply, because there is a huge energy right now amongst us. I can feel it. There is so much healing energy in this little group. This tea time turned into something really powerful. So as you're sitting here, I want you to just kind of pull that energy into your heart space. Fill your lungs as big as you can fill them, like they were a big old balloon. Just fill them right up with it and hold it in your lungs. Push it backwards. There's another place, I've talked about it before, it's back deeper than your heart space. And it's like a well and it's bottomless. And as you are sitting here, you just pull that energy in. Doesn't matter what you believe in. If you're like, oh, I'm not getting religious, I don't believe in religion. I just believe in the power of love. And I believe in the power of connection. And we are all so connected. So, I'm going to catch up on your comments right now. I just really want each one of you to fill up your lungs right now. You do nothing else. Even if you think you're not capable of healing other people, or you don't even think you're feeling this right now, fill your lungs anyway, because you're getting it. All you got to do is just accept. You just accept. And that's in here. You don't have to say it out loud. Just be willing to accept that love. Accept that healing. And it feels so good. And then if you are feeling it, you can visualize yourself allowing that love to flow through your body and just shoot right back up through you like a rainbow. You are filled with rainbow colors, and it's coming right back up if you think of all your chakras, and they're all the colors of the rainbow. So that energy is just flowing right back. It flew right on down, and now it's flying right back up out, all clean and pure and washed by the earth and ready to do its work. And so you are now a conductor of energy for this planet, for a greater healing. And if you have somebody in particular that you want to send that healing to, visualize them, think about them right now, and let it flow to that person or those people, to the planet. We're thanking this planet for caring for us, for loving us, for giving us answers. The answers are in nature. I can feel it. Healing energy is coming to each one of you people that are joining me today. You can be lonely even if surrounded. Yes, you can, Wendy. A lot of people feel lonely surrounded by people. You know, and that's probably the most common thing, is that we keep putting ourselves in crowds of people thinking that we can get rid of that lonely feeling, and it stays because we haven't found the truth of who we are. And once you find the truth of who you are, you can be all by yourself forever and you can still feel okay, because it's almost like, not almost, it is like we're two, okay? You have your little ego and you got your higher self, and once you learn to love, access that higher self, and then learn to love that part of you, you're never alone again. You have this well of love that's always there. It was there since long before you were ever born. You just forgot about it. So I'm just reminding you to look inside. Spend more time being quiet right now. This is a gift to all of us. Let's see, Tammy. My heart feels it since I sold my home in 2015. I saw myself old there. I'm starting to feel more at home again. Good. I'm glad you're feeling more at home. It's so important. Yes, Wendy, I have recently moved. I am in the little bitty town of Gatlinburg, Tennessee now, which is where my heart has been for a very long time. So my body just finally joined it. Hi, Patty. It's nice to see you. Yes, Lynn, you always felt like you were visiting everywhere until you found that house. It's so beautiful when we find that one place. Angel, my meditation has been striving to comprehend all the concept of self-love, where home is our own heart. Exactly. We take our home with us everywhere we go, don't we? You can hear the birds. Good. They're quiet right now. Sylvia, I agree. I always felt unique. I think we were missing the warmth and love we have inside. It's being brought back. Exactly. I'm so glad you're tuning into that. Tammy, I feel the most present. Yes, it is. Thank you for sharing this message. I'm so glad that you joined me. I will try to get into I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm trying to catch up to people. There's so much going on here right now, and I'm also trying to spend a lot of time in stillness. So I'll try to catch up to you, and if I don't catch up to you, Tammy, I will check in and try to catch it later, even if I don't catch it live, okay? Wendy, it's Mother Nature giving us a jolt, a pause. You're exactly right. Let's see, Tammy. And when love shows up, people have somewhere else to be. That's exactly right. It's like we want it so badly, and then somebody offers it to us, and we go, oops, nope, nope. I'm afraid to accept that. This, do you see what I'm doing? Somebody taught me, Judith Orloff. I actually had a live meeting with her, live session with her last year, and she taught me to do this. And so, you guys, if you haven't figured out, if you don't know how to receive love, I'm telling you right now, this act of surrender, when somebody says I love you, and you pause and you do that, it is like your radar. It's like it's catching. What's the word? It's catching it right there. So I surrender. Accept. Learn how to accept love when it's offered. Mel, I see you. So nice to see you. Wendy. Let's see. Words are healing. The energy of the words are healing. In the books that I write, and when I do this, what I'm trying to give to you is the energy of love that comes through me. It comes through me. I'll put a little bit of my own magic in there, but this is truly me channeling source energy while I'm talking to you. So each one of you are able to receive if you're not used to doing that for yourself. Let's see, Tammy. Yes, all chakras. All it takes is research at your fingertips. New information. All chakras are spinning in total activation. I hope you can feel that. It is a magical thing when you are clear and your chakras are just like, they're just doing their thing. It's like you're perfectly rooted to the ground and you feel so alive. Wendy, I'm happy in my home with my husband and 4 dogs. Everything I love is here. This isolation is not difficult. That is a beautiful gift for you to have all of that. Palms up, energy out. Yep. It's also my receiving zone. I do feel it because I'm super energy sensitive. So I did notice when she told me to do that, I was like, okay. And then I was like, whoa, that helped me a lot to do that because it's like my radar. It's like, oh, okay, I'm receiving. So I don't do people would look at me funny if I just walked around going like that. But I do now, I'll say receiving because I'm a giver. And I think that most of us as empaths tend to be, we're heart-centered. And we give love very easily, and then we have a hard time receiving back. So now when people say, excuse me, I've been talking too much. When people say, I love you, I say, okay, hold off. I'm not going to just return that right now. I give it just a minute, and then watch what happens. I love you. What happens is, if I stop long enough to receive, then when I return it, it's like 100-fold. You will gain, they will actually feel that love from you. It's slowing down. Everything, source energy is trying to slow us down right now to remember that. Slow down. Remember to receive before you give. If you're an empath, which probably most of you are, it's important that you are allowing your well to fill up. Get that well filled up and then give from a full well. You got so much more to give that way. And what you're giving is quality. Ooh, people love it when you're giving that quality love to them because they can sense it. They'll know that they're getting the fullness of you and not just a little piece, not just what's left. So give them the good stuff. Hold on. My little warm tea is getting to be cold tea. Blowing kisses and bowing. Perfect. I think it's finally cool to do this. Namaste. It's finally cool because I'll see people and I'm bowing. And I think it's very respectful and we're not passing any germs. I'm doing it out of love. And I'm a hugger. I never used to be, but I am totally a hugger now. So it is difficult for me. I enjoy that. I've been a cuddler since the day I was born. I love a good hug. I love to just be held. And so it is difficult for me to hold myself separate. So I'm really focusing the energetic hugs, giving that to each person, each one of you. There's an energetic hug coming your way today. And I hope that you feel wrapped up, just wrapped up in love. Let's see. What do you say, Tim? You can teach me here. Hold them out to the side. I've heard that to hold hands up to receive, and the hands go to the sides as far back as your peripheral. So way back here. You can't see me. That's why I was doing it this way, because you can't see me when I do that. The camera's not big enough. But but it's definitely that I totally agree with you. Wendy, I'm very sensitive. I feel energy on my head, crown. That is source energy. I've got that sense of it here too. And the reason why that's happening is source has joined us here. Our angels are here, our guides, whoever you want to. We have this huge entourage, all of us. So your ancestors are surrounding you right at this moment, and your team. They come from here, and they are here. Source energy is here, pure source energy. And so as we allow that, I feel it right here, right now. It's like this golden energy it's like standing in a waterfall of gold. How does that sound? And it comes through your crown, and you'll feel it go down. A lot of times I'll even feel like this, or sometimes like a little bit of a headache. But they're clearing our third eye so that we can see better, so that we can hear our truth better, so that our gifts are being enhanced right now. If you have abilities, if you don't think you've got abilities, guess what? You do. We all do. And so I really feel like that has a lot to do with this, is we're being slowed down so that we can get back in tune with the truth of who we are. And we are magical creatures, I promise you. Nothing evil about it. It's beautiful. It's just a reawakening of the truth of who we are. So we're being gifted right now. As long as whatever you're willing to receive. If you don't want that, you're not going to get it. But if you want those abilities, if you want to gain some metaphysical skills, right now is the time to ask, because you're being gifted. It's wide open. It's like a shopping center. You go on shopping. What do I want? Ooh, this sounds fun. Think about it. What do you want from Source right now? So as it goes down through your third eye, and then it's here in your throat. And oftentimes when I'm working with people and we're clearing energy, I literally lately, especially, I have to throw my head back and it's like a yawn. It's like this energy is just pouring into my mouth and into my throat, as if source energy wants to speak through me. And so I'm getting filled up with this energy. I can't explain it. You might be getting a feel of it right now. And if you do, and you feel this need to yawn really big, that's you trying to make space for this energy that's entering you right now. And as that happens, you'll find that you can speak more clearly, that suddenly your truth comes out. You don't have to cover yourself up anymore. And you'll notice that people will receive you differently. I know for me, when I speak from this place, from this chakra, it's more comforting to people. And that's a gift. That's another gift that we can receive. And right now, it is a gift that is very much needed. So allow yourself to receive that gift. If you're still here with me and you want that, allow yourself to receive that. And if you feel the need to yawn really big or throw your head back and open your mouth, it's okay. It's just beautiful energy coming from Source straight to you, so that you can share it out. And I'm waiting, because there's a lot of energy. I can feel that in the throat chakra in this group right now. There's a lot of healing going on there. So this little tea time turned into a clearing session, and I hope that you're enjoying. I don't know who it is that needs it so greatly here, how many of you, but there's a lot of energy flowing right now. So as long as you're willing to receive, you'll get it. You don't need to do anything special. It just happens. Source knows when you're ready. And I feel it moving down into the heart. It really is like gold. It's a very thick fluid that just flows. It's hard for me to explain it, but I can feel it flowing. And it's just flowing right on down through your chakra system. So I would encourage you, if this is something that you want to receive, you just breathe and just keep on filling as if you're a balloon. Fill yourself up with this. It's prana energy. It's a healing energy. So, and it feels beautiful. There's nothing like it. It's as if you've fallen in love, but it's a love that'll never go away and never hurt you. See, while we're doing this, it's hanging at the heart chakras right now. So, Wendy, I'm glad my voice is so calming. Like I said, it's very much source energy that flows through me. Ask my kids. Sometimes they'll say, Mom, your voice is so different when you're doing that. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's not me. It's my higher self. It's a part of me. Oh, me too. I sat on my grandmom's lap until I was 15. Yes, you were 15 years old, Wendy. I was a snuggler, and I still am. You can ask. My Uncle Gary will tell you. He was the one that I would quite often end up snuggling up in his lap. I was very much a snuggle baby, and I don't think that ever goes away. I think that when we're super sensitive kids, we take such beating energetically. I ran away a lot when I was a child. I was raised with 4 siblings, and I didn't get along well. I was number 4, and so I often would get upset, and I would go sit under the trees, and I would listen to the wind blow through the trees. And so if I had somebody in my life that would pull me up in their lap, I was always willing to go. And I need to share this with you right now. One of the most important lessons that I learned in the past few years was that we each have that inner child still very much alive. That little girl of mine who liked to be pulled up and cuddled as a little child is still very much alive. And I have been through a lot of trauma in my life, and so that little girl was hidden really well. And so the most important thing that I learned was that I can be her comfort, that I can take that little girl, I can go in there, go looking in that blanket for it, see if I can find her, and then I can go and sit with her and hold her and comfort her. So if you're like me and you've got that little scared child inside of you, hi Brenda, remember that you can be the comfort to your own self too. You can be the grown up and comfort your little child anytime you like. Be the parent, be that person that you needed as a child. Like it crawling. Never truly alone, exactly. Wendy, thank you. See, Wendy says, I never suffer from headaches, but lately I feel tension in the forehead. There's a lot of growth right here, right now. A lot of us are having migraines. They've started back in for me too. Dizziness, nausea, vertigo. These are all ascension symptoms. Of course, you want to take care of yourself physically and make sure that there's nothing seriously wrong with you. But for a lot of us right now in this time, there is a lot of symptoms that we're all having that are ascension symptoms, that this earth is changing, our cells are changing, and so we're really just evolving very quickly right now. So if you're feeling that, you're not alone. We're all going through it a lot. So we'll just put some healing on that as we're clearing. It's down in my solar plexus right now, so I don't know if that's where you're feeling it, but right in this belly, there's a lot of energy, and I'm trying to breathe into it. That is the area that we tend to keep a lot of our sadness from our childhood, people that told us things that weren't true. So if you're feeling a clearing right there, it's a good idea just to let go, to picture yourself just letting go of those things. They weren't true. You are so loved. There's nothing that you can do to lose that love. Not a thing. So you can let yourself receive that love today and let it open up those chakras. Let them get spinning so fast that they're just throwing off all those blocks. We're going to get right in there with that little child today. That's that 3rd chakra. That's where your little child's hiding. She wants to come out to play, or he, whoever you are. That little child inside of you wants to play. So, and there is so much love there right now. If you guys could just feel that. I hope you are. There's so much love in this today. Angel. To hear from my twin in 3D. That's beautiful. You are so welcome, Wendy. You're amazing too. Your mouth feels tingly. Well, Wendy, it could very well that you are getting some of that energy to speak publicly. Just allow it. Source works differently with each one of us. So I can only tell you what I'm experiencing. Whatever you're going through, you just let it flow right now. Open up your hands, put your feet on the ground. Just feel grounded and at peace. And just keep breathing. Keep breathing deeply. Let the energy flow. Wendy. I just said to my husband that this lady's voice is so soft and calming. He is cooking, but turn around and listen. Hi, husband. I don't know what your name is, but I'm glad that you're there. I hope you're cooking something good for Wendy. Mary, nice to see you. Wendy, I was fortunate to be with my grandma when she passed. She held me as I came into the world, and I held her as she left. That is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. There is no greater gift, I think, than to be allowed to be in the presence of someone who is passing from this life to the next. I learned that from Steve. I didn't know. I was so afraid for him dying, and then when he did, it was like I was just there, and it felt, the one thing I can say is it felt like I was, it felt like childbirth. It felt like it was sacred, and it felt beautiful, and it didn't feel scary in the moment. Of course, later was difficult. In the moment, it's beautiful. Truly, when you let it be, it's a beautiful experience. So I'm glad that you had that experience with her, and I'm so thankful for her to you. The gratitude is coming through me. So your grandmother is so thankful that you held her. I've had that in low-grade fever, but broke last night. Good, Mary. I'm glad that you're feeling better. Keep drinking those warm fluids. Keep taking good care of yourselves, guys. You got to take care of that body. I'm helping you with the spiritual side. You got to take care of your body, too. Mary, many shifts, exactly. We're having a lot of shifts of energy right now. There's a lot going on besides this virus. We're so focused on the news, and we think that it's all that. And, man, when I turn away from that news, I realize that there is so much, that this is so electrically charged, energetically charged. This whole thing is creating something that we can't even, in our grandest imagination, even see what's going on right now. But we get a little taste of how it feels every now and then, and it feels really incredible. It feels like something is really happening here. Angel, I just surrendered my gallbladder. I'm experiencing it at these systems. You know what? I had my gallbladder out too. I know exactly what you're talking about. I surrendered mine too. I love your terminology. Sometimes there's nothing else that we can do with that gallbladder but to just say, raise the white flag and just let it go. The mists of Avalon, that is beautiful, Angel. That's beautiful. That's what I feel like. I feel like with everything that's going on, when I focus on my heart, I feel like I have stepped out of the world that I used to know and into this fairy tale land where it's just, there's no end to the love. There's no end to the possibilities. Like I'm painting a picture and I'm creating my own world. That's what I feel like. Your job is taking 10 hours a day. Wendy, my gosh, I'm so sorry. Rest. We're thankful to you for getting out there and working. I posted a picture of butterflies and roses in the CC group. Good. I'm going to go take a look at that, Mary, because you know me, and butterflies and roses and flowers and rainbows and bumblebees. I'm all in. Wendy, yes I did. So blessed. Good. Thank you. I've been diffusing essential oils. Exactly. Me too. I'm doing everything I can. I'm diffusing that eucalyptus especially. Lavender is calming, but the eucalyptus helps keep my air clean and fresh. Sage is supposed to be, well, sage of course is good. What's another one? Throw some at me, you guys. Geranium. I have two. Geranium. Perfect. Wendy, thank you for that. Mary, thank you. I work in a police control. Wendy, my gosh. Off for 10 days. Okay, so you've had some rest. Good. Because that's quite a job. Let's see where we are. We are down in the lower chakras right now. My battery's going to run out soon. I got time. I got time. Go away. I'm not going away yet. Dutira. Young Living is excellent. Palo Santo wood. I don't know if I ever say that right. Tibetan spells. No F to clear the energy. Sound energy is excellent. I am really okay with just getting on YouTube. I will just put on the meditation videos until I find the one that works for me, and I really highly encourage you to do that. Hold on. So we are getting energy at the root chakra right now. And it's beautiful. And what's happening right now, it's like I feel it coming up, bing, 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 bing. It's moving right up through the chakras right now. So just receive that we have had this gold went all the way down through, and now it's like you are so clear, and right now, visualize yourself receiving, and also allow it to come shooting right out through the top of you, and it's going out to wherever it wants to go, wherever it needs to go. I'm not even going to name names. This planet needs healing. The people on the planet need healing. So I am just visualizing this energy going out to the planet at this time, to wherever it needs to go. Our angels, source energy, we don't need to tell anybody how to do their job. I promise. So we're just letting it happen. And it is working through us. I see at least 6 here with us, and I'll tell you what, when you get 2, 3, 4 people, the more you get together, the more powerful it is. So you are a part of this today. Source energy came in, saw the perfect opportunity to work through us, to clear our energy, and then to take that energy and send it out to the world. So that's beautiful. I hope you feel good about that today. Just continue to allow that to work. You're doing your job just by being here on the planet today. You are doing the most beautiful job, and you're getting a pat on the back. You can see that happening. They are so thankful to you for allowing yourself to be open, for allowing yourself to be a channel to those in need today. Wendy, I'm so glad you're here too. So keep on breathing. The energy is still I'm holding it right now because the energy is super strong in this group, and it's super beautiful. Thank you, Wendy. You too. I can feel your souls here with me. I promise you. We didn't come by this by accident today. We were all meant to be here together. And I will be back here tomorrow at 2. We're having our tea time at 2 every day until things settle down on the planet. We're going to keep doing this. And if every day this week, Source Energy chooses to use this little group to send out healing energy to the planet and to those people on the planet, I am open, and I hope you'll join me for that. Synchronicities, of course. Thank you, Sylvia. Inspiring you is why I came here, why I stuck around. I used to wonder, after Steve died, I was like, what am I still doing? I realized that I'm only here to share inspiration, to share encouragement, to tell you to keep going. Don't give up. You're doing a beautiful job. And everything's going to be okay. If you're still worried, I'm answering your question right now. Yes, everything is okay. To whoever needed to hear that. Do you hear my birds? You are needed, Wendy, and you are loved also. We are here to help each other. We came here to do this, to be this for one another. So I've been resting for a while, out of the limelight, I think that Source Energy was pulling a lot of us out for a while so that we could have some work done ourselves. And now we're like coming back out. It's time. It's time to shine, guys. It's time to shine. So, do you hear those birds? It's so incredible to be in a place where I can listen to that all day. They make me happy. Very emotional. Wendy, that's okay. Let those emotions flow. You know what happens when you're getting a clearing? Is you will have things, I don't know if you've done that before, but we have all these emotions that we push down in. We don't want to deal with them. We're afraid of them, or we don't want to hurt people, or we don't think we deserve to have healing, whatever it is, and so we just kind of push them down in. We're always trying to take care of everybody else. So when you get a good clearing, those emotions will start popping to the surface, and all you need to do is give them love, okay? Just love yourself through this, and know that you're fully supported. Every moment of the day, all you got to do is reach out like you're a little child, reach your hand up. I need a little help with this. Last night I was feeling a little bit lonely myself, or sad, because of I think I got hit with a wall of collective consciousness worriness last night. It was like I was fine, and then all of a sudden it hit me like a blast of energy. This world is needing us so much right now, and when you feel that, whether it's coming from you or whether it's coming from the collective consciousness or somebody else in your house, you give it love. Picture yourself just holding it. Just hold it like a baby. I just love it. It doesn't need to be pushed down, pushed away. It doesn't. If you push away a little child that's crying, they're just going to cry louder. So you might as well just say, hey, resign yourself to the fact that this part of you needs love right now. Just love it. You've never had this. Wendy, now you're crying. It's okay, let it go. You are, I can feel it through you. I can feel it. You make me want to cry too. So don't stop it, okay? It's like an ocean. Sometimes we just have to cry. Mary, it's great to see you too. Please have a nice rest. Take good care of yourself. I hope that you get to feeling 100% better very, very soon. The healing energy is coming through all of this to you to help you. Wendy, if you need to talk to somebody one-on-one, you feel free. Just message me directly and we can get on the phone and we can talk, okay? Whatever's going on, if you need some help, I'm here, okay? And I mean that for all of you guys. You feel your spirits. You know, I think it's a grandma. Hi, Vita. Nice to see you. You're going to have to try to catch up to us. We've been doing this for a while, and there was a beautiful clearing energy that came through. So if you didn't catch this whole thing as it was happening, whenever you do come into this, you will receive. So there's this perfect timing for everything. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, I'll be back. I'm going to set my reminder. You guys know how to find me. You can personal message me if you need to, and we'll have a little chat. Self-care. Very good, Mary. Very good. I don't even know. I haven't seen how long we've been on here. The energy feels as if it's now calm, like we've done the job. And I hope that you each feel clear and whole and well and comforted. You're so welcome, Vita. So welcome, Angel. I'm so thankful for each one of you that joined me today. And I hope that you'll join me again tomorrow. Maybe we'll make a little group. Whoever it is that wants to join, I can start a little. I've got a few little groups, but maybe we can start a group just, we'll call it the bird songs. Whatever you want to call it. And we will get together and just spend some time. Maybe I'll just call it tea time at 2. I don't know. But I'm so thankful to each one of you for joining me today, because your energy was a big piece of this. It's not all me, okay? Wendy, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. This is what it's all about now. This is why we're here. Thank you, Vita. I'm doing the same. I respect you each. I love you each. And I am thankful. Blue Jays. I saw a blue jay this morning that was so gorgeous. The Blue Jays. Wahoo Blue Jays. That's a great spirit song. Lots of love to you too, Lindsay. So glad that you joined us. Please go back and watch the whole thing so you can get a good clearing. It was a beautiful, beautiful source. Really, really worked through us today. So I hope that you'll go back and watch the whole thing so that you can get that clearing energy. I will get with each one of you. I'll make us a little group, and tomorrow I'll post this I hope. I'm not that good at technicality, so maybe one of you could help me once I go on at 2 o'clock on my main page. You could help me to share it out.